Hello, this is Mr. Roybal, and I'm going to create a brief presentation on how you can make a PowerPoint for your presentation in class. So first on the taskbar, I will click on PowerPoint. It will bring up this screen. To create a new PowerPoint, click on Blank Presentation. So in here, you can click on Title Screen. Jimmy, this will be your presentation for this sample. So you click in the field you want, and it'll highlight with these boxes. This will be for Math 8 with Mr. Roybal. When you want to add a new slide, just go up here on the toolbar and hit New Slide. The default slide it brings out allows a heading and text. Next. There are multiple slides to put in. I click on the arrow right below the icon, and it allows me different slides if I want to do a side-by-side comparison. If I want to have just a title, if I want it to be blank, I can choose different slides. In my presentation, I put in photos. So if you have a photo, you can put it directly into a PowerPoint. So I'll bring up my photo. I have a photo I want to put in this PowerPoint, so I'll bring up the photo, hit on the right click, and click Copy Image. Then going back to the PowerPoint, I'll right click, and under Paste Options, I'll put it as a picture. If I click on the photo, I can resize it and change it to the size I want. On here, I also put some figures. I can put shapes on here. On the toolbox, you'll see here is a way to insert shapes in here. I used triangles and squares in my presentation, but there's a lot more There's a lot more shapes and different shapes. If I put a rectangle, I can just give me the cursor and just drag to draw the rectangle. When I've highlighted the rectangle and it has the dots, it allows me to drag to change the shape of my rectangle. If I click in the middle, when you have the orthogonal arrows, it allows me to drag the rectangle wherever I want. If you want to put both text and figures on the same shape, on the same screen, note the default is to have the shape be on top of the text. See how I move the rectangle up there? It covers up the text. Well, if you don't want that, if you click on the shape, on arrange, if you say send it back, it means this shape, the highlighted shape, is now going to be behind anything else. And see when I move it, now the text is on the shape. I had to do that several times in order to put typing and labelings on top of the triangles and rectangles and squares. In my presentation, I also did animation. To go to animation, click on Animations in your taskbar. Animation allows different lines of text and different photos to appear not all at once. Suppose I want my text line 1 to not appear right when I bring up the slide, but then to suddenly appear next. So I'll highlight that line, hit appear, and this red box with a 1 appears next to it. That means when I animate, it will have an animation next to it. I will then use appear. So the second line I highlight and then hit appear will appear second, and thus the 2. If you ever want to see what will happen on that slide, you can go to slideshow, and on here you can run your slideshow from the beginning or from the current slide. I'm going to choose from current slide. The animation heading I did not choose that to appear with animation, so it defaults appears on the first slide. But if I press down, the text line 1 appears, and then if I press down again, the second line appears as the second piece of animation. This allows you to present information not all at once on one slide, but allows you to produce line by line, as I did when I did the derivation of the Pythagorean theorem. I hit escape to go back to my creation slide. Those are all that I did for my presentation. There's a lot more that PowerPoint can do, and you're welcome to explore as you click around and around. If you ever want to adjust text, click on the text, and whatever is highlighted will affect the text somehow. So that's a good springboard in order to set up you to create a PowerPoint presentation for your presentation in class. Thank you so much.